Good morning, and thanks for joining me. Today, many of our schools are opening their doors to students for the first time in 18 months. Being in the classroom is the ideal setting, and I'm glad that our kids are getting back into in-person learning. It's a different time now. We know that masks work to prevent the spread of the virus, and we know that the vaccine for anyone 12 and over to ensure that our schools can remain open and that the vaccine will keep our kids, their parents, and their teachers from getting seriously ill. I want to thank all the school districts who have put in place a mask requirement to protect their students and staff from harm. It's the right thing to do. Back to school events that included vaccine clinics brought the COVID-19 shots to a place where students and parents would naturally be, where they meet people where they are. And that's what our Department of Public Health is doing. The Health Department's comprehensive vaccination plan includes teaming up with school districts, fire departments, community groups, and businesses across the county to make getting a vaccine as easy as possible. As Spring Schmidt, the Deputy Director of Health, last week said, we are making gains in zip codes where vaccine rates are lowest. We put the resources where they're needed the most. And this is an equitable approach to public health and the right way to respond to this pandemic. We've worked with our media partners to run ads on TV, radio, and in the newspapers, featuring a cross-section of our community encouraging vaccination. We're pulling out all the stops to get more people vaccinated. We must tap into the power of the media to change hearts and minds. Some people have criticized public health officials for working with a firm to create and place ads that stress the importance of getting a vaccine. Sadly, these are the same people who don't support requiring masks and have consistently pushed back against the advice of medical experts and public health officials. These frontline heroes are folks that we should be giving our unwavering support to, not vilifying them. I understand the confusion around public health orders. Local control was the preferred response by state leaders until it wasn't. Those who don't respect or support public health decided they needed to change the rules midway through a pandemic and put every resident in danger. And sadly, that's where we are. Since my last briefing, a judge ruled that while the county's mask mandate stands, there is a temporary restraining order preventing enforcement until the court issues a final judgment. What has been heartening is that despite the anti-mask rhetoric hidden behind freedom and liberty catchphrases, the overwhelming majority of you are doing what's right, protecting others. You're wearing a mask. You got vaccinated. Thank you. I stand with you. It's frustrating that more people are not getting vaccinated or wearing masks. Spreading misinformation leads to doubt and more sickness and death. More and more communities across the region are putting in place mask requirements so that the spread of a virus can be slowed until we get more people vaccinated. While the vaccine is widely accessible, it's not yet approved for children under 12. And that's why mask requirements are so critical. Please listen to healthcare professionals. The universal message is this: masks must be worn until we get more people vaccinated. This is not an either-or, and those who push back against mask requirements are putting our children in danger. As a medical doctor, I see no rational reason for not doing whatever is necessary to curb this virus. Excuses are just that. Wearing a mask is easy and effective, and masks save lives. Please stop saying otherwise. Masks provide our children the best opportunity at an ideal education this year. In the classroom, our educators can work to eliminate inequities. Our teachers can identify challenges and students who are facing and provide a more successful path for all of our kids. This is about freedom, the freedom of our children to learn in an ideal environment and reduce the risk of being left behind. The County Council has another opportunity this week to show leadership and demonstrate that the welfare of all of our residents is a priority. They can put in place a mask requirement that would be in place until more people are vaccinated. As community leaders, they could elevate their voices by talking about the importance of vaccination. This is an opportunity to get on the same page, share the same messages, and curb the virus once and for all. It's sad that public health has become politicized, and it's sad that some elected leaders are voting against what's best for our residents because they don't like me. You can still not like me and do what's right to protect our residents. Be on the right side of history. Thank you, and I'd be glad to take any questions. Doug?
Dr. Page, we don't have any questions today.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Jesse.
You bet.